Odio. Now we're seeing that the economy is opening up and many are trying to restart their businesses, but we are keen and curious to understand how is it going for the different businesses in the country. And this afternoon we host Dr. James Kanyije, who's the CEO, KK Foods. A very good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us today, and Happy New Year as well.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you and to NTV.
Yes. Now, looking at the economy and how things are opening up, at least we are seeing more sectors of the economy opening up. How would you state that we're currently doing? How are we doing currently?
I would say that yes, the economy is opening up because the government have decided to open it up, but it needs the stimulus to open up because people are still rooting around, moving up and down. With thinking of what to do without cash, and that's what is important. Yes, the economy is opened up, there is what to do, but it is food without salt.
From where you see it again, do you feel like people are being encouraged to get back in business?
They are being encouraged to come back to business, but they do not have the real means to come back to business. And some of them, instead of coming back to business, are closing because they do not have a means to move forward.
Would you say that now that the economy is opening up, you're still seeing businesses closing down? Is that the current situation?
Yes, the industry where I am, yes, in the last 6 months, 20 companies have closed. And we think if the government or any support doesn't come into their side in the next 6 months, other 20 companies will go. You know, facts must be talked about. Facts must be said. See, at the end of the day, when we come to the TV and talk, many people outside there think we are too rich, but that's not what we come to. We come to tell the people that, yes, look here, there is a problem here, and then there is a good thing here, so that people can take them up. But generally outside there, mainly into agriculture, it's total mayhem. There is no capital, and the weather, the climate is changing. Today I wake up in the rain. Yesterday it was up to 33. There is a big gap for agriculture to really understand exactly what to do, because we need at the moment now we need capital to do irrigation, to make sure the farmers, because as I said last time I was here, in the next 6 months, if there is no clear roadmap on the capital investment to invest in agriculture, expect other exporting companies in the tune of 20 companies to go down. And I am a messenger. I am not. I shouldn't be killed because I am talking of what is going to happen. Neither do I belong to Jesus' clan, but I am seeing the trend because I have been in this business for the last 20 years. I have moved the corners of Uganda and I have seen and I see what is going on.
So we're currently having issues to do with capital. People need capital, and also the dry spell. I mean, the last couple of weeks we've had a number of people talk about the dry spell, how hot it was, and could you paint for us a picture on how this has really affected your sector and the different mitigation strategies that you're having in place?
Of course, we have mitigation. I may say we know what to do, but when you know what to do without having tools to use to do it, you still remain, you don't know, because someone who has the tools, they would say he knows, but he may not know. So from 2015, climate change started coming, and we started talking about it. But before COVID hit, by 2019, I think the worst year in our industry, in agriculture, the way I've been moving, it was 2019. Because the climate change, it was too hot. And the hotness that was in 2019, I saw it again last week. This means that if we have, as a country, to remain stable in production, we have to have capital to invest. But the problem we have is that there is no capital in Uganda. I may say, I don't know, because I'm not ever in Africa, but there is no capital in Uganda to invest. Agriculture requires heavy capital investment and patient capital, 15, 20 and above years to make the returns. But it is not here. And you will keep on seeing companies are off. And don't be surprised that even big companies can even stop working tomorrow. Because there is no there is no pillar in the middle to support the business. The farmers are struggling, the exporters are struggling. And why are they struggling? Because there is no pillar, they have no capital, neither do they have any proper market negotiations with the people with the market, because we are at standstill. And the reason is that we, as Ugandans, are not waking up and say, look here, let's help ourselves. We are just only waiting for someone to come and say, I'm dropping here, I'm supporting you with 1 kit of irrigation, and that's where we are. And we keep on lamenting, but for how long? Because for how long? We have been coming here and I'm singing the same song, and when I go outside I'm bombarded by other people who say, hey James, you're on the TV, you are quite rich, you are doing your business, you got it right. I am a messenger who's trying to put things right. But even when I try, there are other bottlenecks that are also waiting for me outside this studio, that people do not realize that, yes, a messenger will come. Jesus came how many years ago? 2,000 years ago. His word still lives on. I want the agriculture in Uganda to be number one. Uganda is endowed with everything. So why don't we have any cold chain? Why don't we have any production chains? Why don't we have irrigation in place?
Yes.
Why are we missing out? Is it because our brains were dumb? Or what is the problem?
Right.
But we know there is no capital. But what about all this money we hear?
So it is true that the economy is opening up, but we need to get back on the drawing board to understand how to better invest in the agriculture sector. We've just been hearing the thoughts of Dr. James Kanyije, who is the CEO, KK Foods. We'll take a short break.